All right, let's try that again. How's that? Is this so wonderful to be out here today? Give yourself a hand. This is just amazing. You guys are supportive of Harrisville. Welcome to Harrisville. My name is Michelle Tate. I am honored to be the mayor of Harrisville. I have just been so overwhelmed with the support of the community, with how we come together for community events like this and the pride that we have in our area, which is what we're here celebrating today.
The history that unfolded here in 1850 with Urban Stewart and the tragedy surrounding the shooting of Cheif Terikee. This all kind of got started as Dennis and Tyler and I were just irrigating or something. It was just a palaver across the fence, a bunch of farmers, how we do. And we got to talking about Terikee and the history and said, you know, something, if we don't do something to preserve that history, it's just going to get forgotten. The pictures talked about is sitting over there on the table. We've kind of got it out of view. You're welcome to go look at it. It's kind of gruesome, but there's really no good place to put it because it's just so gruesome. Harrisville City is going to turn that painting over to the Shoshone tribe today.
O Great Spirit, whose voice we hear in the winds, and whose breath gives life to all the world, hear us. We come before you as our small children, today and always, with medicine words. Make us strong so that we may be able to fight our greatest enemy, ourselves. We're grateful for the opportunity this has brought us all together to share history, to share perspective, and help us to look each other in the eyes at the end of the day and leave with nothing but kindness and love and friendship in our hearts.
So I just wanted to let you know I really am honored to be here. I'm Stuart Cowley, as introduced, and a great-great-grandson of Urban Stewart. As we contemplate the tragic killing of Cheif Terikee on this site nearly 171 years ago, we have to consider the delicate situation that had been developing, and so we believe he was here from his perspective doing duty to his church, and they were here to build up a place where they could practice their religion. The Shoshones and other native groups who were living here and who had called this land home for many generations had some interactions ongoing with Europeans. Their expectations were very different, and that cultural rub was about to start happening, and that's the path of Urban Stewart and Cheif Terikee. Their lives were going to intersect in a very sad way, a tragic way. Knowing what we know now, it's easy to say that it was a mistake for Urban Stewart and his co-worker to fire shots when they heard rustling in the cornfield. We don't have enough information to be able to pass judgment on why he took that action. What we do know is that his decision had a tragic, serious consequence.
I've been thinking about this a lot, and it reminded me 2 years ago, I gave what I thought was a wonderful presentation to a group of second graders. At the end, I was so proud of what I'd done and shared our culture and history. And a little girl on the front row raised her hand and said, "So how did you get to become the chief?" I thought about that. And then I told her this story. When a young Shoshone boy or girl does an act of kindness or service, the chief in the tribe would give that boy or girl one eagle feather. I then asked her, what would happen if that little girl kept doing kind things for everyone? And she said they would get more eagle feathers, of course. And I said, what if they kept doing kind things for everyone until they became an adult? What do you think would happen? And she raised her hand eagerly and said, well, by then they would have so many eagle feathers. And I said, you're right. Then I said, one day when the chief gets ready to die, and the chief is always the chief until he dies, he calls everyone together, the whole village. And he says, I want all of you to show me your eagle feathers. And it was the person that had the most eagle feathers would be the new chief. And then I told her this, you see, the chief isn't the toughest or the bravest or the most kind. The chief is always the one who led a life of service in their community. Terikee and the way he lived that way, to move forward in a way with the Shoshone people that connects us not in the prettiest of ways, but to move forward to a new relationship that I believe is a 21st century relationship based on respect. Respect for the truth and what happened in that past moment. Because then that's when you get the possibility for reconciliation.
So we did do a little bit of homework. Note the eagle feather, and it's going to be more permanent on this lovely bronze. So, gentlemen, in a show of unity, brotherhood, and healing, the Urban Stewart family member and Chairman Perry going to unveil our new plaque. How about that?
Max is holding the picture that we had referred to earlier. This has been in the police, well, down in the police area of the city for a while, and it's a terrible picture. It's very disheartening to know that this has happened, and yes, we are now going to give it to Darren Perry so that it can be placed in a proper area so that we can understand why this was painted and why it's important in our history. And with that, I guess this is ceremonial. Harrisville City will now present it to the Chief of the Shoshone Nation.
Today he danced with Molly Hogan, tonight he's lying in the sleigh. And if it weren't the end of his life, it'd be just another day. He was out there swinging, rigging, though he called it tendonhook. He didn't have much education.
Taste of the spring, his mother took him to her breast, and softly she did say, oh, oh, Montana, give this child a home. Give him the love of a good family and a woman of his own. Give him a fire in his heart, give him a light in his eye. Give him the wild wind, poor brother, and the wild Montana sky.